Good morning, Andy from Cornish Motorcycle Diaries here, and today we've got two jobs on the Eliminator to do. The first should be a 5-minute mod, but who knows, I'm Captain Clumsy after all. But the problem is we're in a bit of a rush. Rain is forecast. I've got two parcels here, both from AliExpress, and that means I haven't got any instructions, so I've got to basically wing it. Now it should be fairly straightforward, but you know those words, fairly straightforward, can mean a whole lot of pain in some circumstances. But I'm fairly confident about job number one, which is replacing the rear pillion seat, which I won't be using, for a rack because I need to go to ABR, so that'll be part of my storage. Second job will be to fit some pannier rails to each side. That job might be a little bit more complex. There's an awful lot of nuts and bolts in that one and no instructions. Without further delay, let's crack on. I may not do as many fancy camera angles with this one. I've got the DJI if I want to bring you really close, but let's get you a bit closer and we'll see if we can do part one pretty quickly. For this task, we're just going to need two tools. One is an Allen key 5mm and the trusty cloth to try and prevent paintwork damage. So first task, let's get this removed. It should be fairly straightforward. As I said, remove the hex bolt from the bike, put it to one side. Now underneath there is actually a small washer. Now this is the awkward part. I've got to push the seat forward according to a post on the Kawasaki Eliminator forums. It is a bit of a struggle. And at this point, it's a good idea to slip your cloth over to try and minimise the risk of any. Okay, completions time in true Captain Clumsy style. I've been doing it the wrong way, so I've been trying to push it forward, whereas it wants to come backwards. Oh. Forwards. There we go. Oh. Learning point here, if you need it like me, make sure you read the instructions at least twice, if not more. Anyway, seat is off, undamaged. It was a nice coating of GT85, which will help protect any metal bits underneath there in storage, which is where it's going to go, because now I'm going to put on the rack. Okay, so here is the AliExpress rack, and I think the way it fits around is something like that. I think it's like that. Cloth in place again. Let's just show you a close-up with the bracket we've got to remove. There, I think it's an Allen key again. I think it's the same size, so let's get that done. Right. This one's quite tight. But there it goes. Obviously needs to be secure enough. You don't want your passenger flying off on a ride, do you? In my case, I'm not after a passenger, I'm after luggage space. So that should be the bolt removed, and it is. Comes off in one piece. Need to keep that. Need to keep that. There's a little bit of lubrication around here. Okay, we should be ready to install the rack now. Now, further tip for those who, like me, Captain Clumsy, tend to put things down and forget where they are. Good idea to use something bright coloured like an old ice cream box to put smaller tools and smaller items in so you don't lose them. Ask me why I know that. Okay, I've kept the cloth more or less in place just in case there are any slippages, and as I said, this front tank goes over that oblong bit. So let's find a bolt, get it in. There's one. Get the second one over. These are both slightly oblong, so I guess there is some room for slippage. Yeah, so we have the screw threads mated, and it should be just a question of tightening up now. Further optional extra, Loctite blue, which I'm not going to use at the initial tightening up phase, but once I'm happy, I'll remove each Allen bolt individually and tighten up. That's nearly nipped up now. I think we can remove the cloth because it's just getting in the way now. Yeah, so that's mated okay with the front bolt. You just need to make sure this rear bit is aligned as best you can, because it can wobble about a bit. Right. Now I also don't have a torque setting for this, so use your common sense that it needs to be fairly tight, but it's not massively weight bearing now because there isn't going to be a passenger on here. All that's going to be on here is smaller bags and maybe a slightly larger tail pack and maybe a slightly larger tail pack, but even that won't be more than a few kilograms in weight. So the level of rigidity isn't quite so important, but you still don't want it falling off or detaching anytime soon. Well, there we have it. Should have been a 5-minute mod, turned out to be a bit longer because of my incompetence, but you should be able to do this bit in 5 minutes. So that's the end of part 1 of this video. I've been Andy, your Captain Clumsy. Keep tickling the like button. Please subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. That helps me to gain some leverage with the YouTube algorithm. If you're on a mobile device, hit the like button. That really does make a difference too. And comment if you feel generous, or if I've made some mistakes you want to point out, in a reasonable way, of course. Yeah, so this is the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and catch you in part 2, which is going to be the pannier rails. I think I really need a rest now. Bye for now.